Hi, and welcome to my personal culture story. My name is Louisa Woodfall Harris, and I am 23 years old. I moved to Minneapolis 3 years ago to study music at the University of Minnesota, but I was born and raised in Germany. Some of the most important people to me are my family. Throughout my life, I have had a very close relationship with my parents, and in particular with my brother and sister. Until I went to college 4.5 years ago, we all lived together in a town in Germany called Kassel. My father is from the US, but I don't have any family left on his side. But my German grandparents lived 5 minutes from my house. Until this day, they are very close to me, and every time I go home, I love to visit them as often as I can. I am grateful that my family system is so supportive of me, and now that I live abroad, I appreciate them more every day. They taught me how important it is to stick together and support each other. I know that I can always rely on their help. The most important people in my human-built environment are two very old friends that I've known since elementary school. They've always played a huge part in my social life, and although I've met many other wonderful people later in my life, these two friends have always been the closest to me. I still have vivid memories of us preparing large amounts of food together and talking all night long. Now that we live so far apart and only see each other once or twice a year, FaceTime helps us to stay in touch. My friends have shaped me into who I am today, and through their unconditional love and support, they have taught me how to love myself and others. Shortly after I moved so far away from home, I met my boyfriend, who is the most important person in my life here in Minnesota. He has become the person closest to me and makes me feel like I have a family in Minneapolis too. One of the most important moments in my life was when I first picked up a violin when I was 7 years old. I have not put it down ever since, and now I am studying to become a concert violinist. Being a musician is an essential part of my identity, and playing music has taught me more things than anything else. I learned to work hard for my dreams and to be disciplined even if I don't feel like practicing. Through music, I have met the most interesting people, and I've had the chance to travel the world. Most importantly, though, music and discovering my talent has given me confidence in who I am. The feeling of being on stage and allowing myself to be vulnerable while sharing a very personal part of myself with an audience has fascinated me since I was a little girl. Over the years, music has become my greatest love and passion, and I would not be where I am today without my violin. My second favorite thing to do has always been traveling. Throughout my life, I have been fortunate enough to travel to many different places all over the world, and almost nothing excites me as much as arriving in an unknown place and discovering it little by little. Growing up, my parents would take my siblings and I to different places in Europe, and I loved eating the local food such as croissants in France or pizza and ice cream in Italy. I also have many memories of us going hiking in the Alps, and how amazing the feeling was when we finally reached the top of the mountain. I consider myself fortunate to have grown up in Europe, where traveling is so much more convenient than in America because the countries are much smaller and closer together. Experiencing different people and their cultural environments has taught me to accept and appreciate people the way they are. Living in the United States has taught me how much my identity was shaped by growing up in Germany. I now appreciate many of the things I used to take for granted. I, for example, often miss German bread and rolls. Growing up, my family would have breakfast together on Saturdays and Sundays, and there would always be fresh rolls that one of us got from the bakery. I also miss the small stores like cheese places, bakeries, or little shops, boutiques, and restaurants that you can find everywhere in Germany. In my second home, Minneapolis, I love the unbelievable variety of food and the beautiful nature. I've come to like the winter when everything's covered in snow and the sun is shining, and I especially love going for walks at the lakes. I consider myself fortunate to have my family system, human-built and natural physical environment. Together they make me the person I am today. Thanks for watching.